Hey, what's up you lot? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 195. We are not too far away. I need to get cracking on this edit for the highlights for what episode 100 to 200 because that should be coming at you hopefully by the weekend, guys. So yeah, like I need to get on that, really, don't I? If you do enjoy today's episode, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. We're aiming for 2,000 likes on this Monday. So yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Click the little notification bell and then leave me a comment down below. Say whatever you fancy. Maybe make it something nice to brighten somebody's day. So, kicking things off with then, I realised I still had a Libertadores player that was tradable in my club that I got for one of the Squad Battles challenges. So, because the fodder has risen, I got him for like 13k, sold him for nearly 20. So, that was some... I did some inadvertent profit making there that I didn't expect to happen or didn't think I was ever going to profit from. So most of this episode is going to be, or pretty much all of this episode is going to be focused on me getting my way towards 14 wins. Because that's all there really is to do right now. We might struggle over the coming days, guys. I'm a little bit out of ideas at this very point in time as to what we're going to do throughout this week before rewards come. Just because we are promoless. We don't have a promo currently out. So yeah, stick by me. Stay with me. And hopefully we'll find some interesting stuff to do. Whether or not I play a little draft, or hopefully we get maybe some like upgrade SBCs or something that I can put stuff towards in my club. We'll figure it out and we'll get our way towards our next set of rewards. And hey, there's even some icon swap tokens left that I could be working towards just to prepare myself for the next season. Right? There's 3 more tokens I could get. So if that's possible, then we could always go ahead and do that so that we're sitting on 3 tokens. Whether or not we just unlock a 6 token icon or work towards a 9 or even get that Maldini, who knows? It depends on how much we all really want to play this game over the next couple of months. Because right now it just feels a little stale. I just hope that we get a promo at the end of this week. I know that it's strange times in the world, but obviously there's lots of people at home playing games right now. It just seems like such a great time to really provide, bring the content, just let us get stuck in. I hope that's what happens at least. So I won the first game of the little session there, and we go into the next match. We come up against what is an absolutely beautiful team, a really, really crazy squad. I end up giving a penalty away. I think I was literally player selected with the wrong player, and he made the tackle, obviously, to just give a foul away. I ended up saving it, but yeah, I think I player switched to a player which I didn't even think to go to, and it was just the player switching kind of all over the place sometimes, but you know what? We can live with it, knowing that we're only going to 14 wins. I don't mind taking a couple of losses along the way. It's just trying to stay in that mindset of like, oh, that's just another loss. Let's move on to the next game, get the win, and it's all good. Because it would be totally different if I was someone which is like, I need every win possible because I'm going for Elite 3, and if I don't hit that, I'm going to be so annoyed. It's just not me. You guys know that by now, don't you? So lots of crazy teams. So I actually played all of this session on Saturday night. Normally, I would obviously leave some games for Sunday, but just I was in the mood to play a second session on Saturday night after having some family time, having a good meal and stuff. And I was just in the mood. I couldn't be bothered to play Warzone, so I thought I'm going to hop on FIFA and I'm going to rush to 14 wins. That was the plan, right? So I was only at 8 wins at the start of this episode. So normally a Saturday night is not when I would aim to try and get an extra 6 wins. That's just never really going to happen. It takes hours and hours to get 6 wins on this game, knowing that you'll lose stuff and have long, tough games that go to extra time and penalties and stuff. But the way it went was that, and you'll see throughout the rest of this episode, is that just so many of the games are rage quits. Like, I don't know whether it was just me, or like, it can't have been just me, because like a lot of the times I rage quit games where I go 1 or 2-0 down just to move on to the next one. Like, it's fine. But my opponents were also doing the same thing at 1, 2-0, 3-1, whatever it was. Like, I was finding that hardly any of these games, in fact, like a total of maybe 5 games out of all of the ones that I played this weekend went the distance, like went to 90th minute or 120th. I don't even know if I went to extra time in any games. But yeah, so that it's just like one of the crazier weekends we've had, because as you can see here, like I'm starting to work on getting up to decent form, and I'm getting quits at 2-0. What's going on? That was probably one of the weakest teams that I came up against there. There were lots of golds in that squad right there. But we are going to get to a little stage throughout this video where I just seem to match like mega squad after mega squad. You could argue that this is one hell of a team. What a squad that is. It's an absolute beauty. He's got Prime Messi and he's got Team of the Year, KDB. That icon moments, Henrik Larsson, actually turned out to be the downfall for me. He was super clinical. Like I didn't give this guy a whole lot on goal, or like I was defending quite well, but I found it to be whenever he got through and he got into the position with Henrik Larsson, that the Swede was able to tuck that ball into the back of the net. So I went 1-0 down. We do push forward though. I don't just quit at 1-0 in this game, because you never know. Like at this point I was still in the mindset that maybe I can just get the win. We'll see. And I got the equaliser there. George Best after, I think, a Ronaldo assist or something. But then, yeah, look at that. Look at that for a strike, man. That is a Henrik Larsson beautiful one into the roof of the net. And at 2-1, I'm like, we're both getting parts of this game. Maybe I can come back. But we'll play next goal makes the decision. If I get the equaliser, I'm in this one for the long run. If I concede, I'll concede defeat and move on, and that's exactly what happened. We just got done by Leroy Sané. He always troubles me when I come up against this Sané. I always find him to be an issue. And the very next match, I come up against nearly a full icon squad. That's a crazy team right there. He's obviously got his lone Keane and lone George Best as well. R9, Ronaldinho, Garrincha, like lots of awesome players. But to me, that sort of said a couple of things. It told me that was someone that I think did a lot of icon SBCs. And that also tells me that maybe someone's bored of the gameplay or hates the gameplay and they just want the menu content. So maybe he won't be the greatest player in the world. That was the mentality that I went into this match with. Because it can be quite fearsome to come up against like a full icon squad. And at 2-0 up after 22 minutes, Joe and Scott's 11, they were gonzo. So I think I was only playing either Joe or Scott. I don't think you can do 2-player weekend league, can you? I guess I was playing Scotty because that was his gamer tag. But yeah, we get the rage quit at 2-0. Once again, another rage quit, another victory, and that brings us up to, I think that was the 10th win. 10 win Jones. We get bronze week 2 completed. And that brings us up another level, which is going to unlock us our first pack of this page. There's 3 packs to get along this way, and it's actually going to be a premium gold players pack. Don't often get anything from a premium gold players pack. That's a, 25k pack. I'm not, normally you get these from like marquee matchups and stuff, and they're normally quite poor for me. There's only 3 rares, and I know it's all players, but it's normally not that great. But this time we are actually going to get boards from it. We're actually going to get a regular walkout as well. We're going to get Italian. Oh, I hate that Italian flag now after getting Inzaghi. But hey, I hate seeing it, is all I'm saying. We get ourselves Bonucci. It could have been Chiellini, I guess. Would have been the slightly better option, but hey, Fodder FC takes a new member into it. Grasp him, bring him into the club. Welcome, Bonucci, we'll put him into an SBC somewhere down the line. Really interesting squad to come up against next. 7 Libertadores. No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Libertadores players, or I guess 7 if you count the flashback. And then I would assume that this guy also got his Henri from the Prime Icon pack. So. I mean, it could have been so different for us, couldn't it? We could have been rocking up with a Prime Thierry. Oh, that would have been nice. But hey, it wasn't the easiest of matches. It was actually quite a nice team. Like coming up against the Libertadores players, they're all very fast. Like it's quite difficult to pull away from anyone because all the defenders will catch you up. The midfielders are quick. They're going to pull away from your defenders. So yeah, it definitely wasn't going to be the easiest of matches. And we went 1-0 up, but halfway through the second half, like my opponent's still kind of pressuring me. We haven't been able to like seal the deal on this game. We try a little rainbow flick. I was just trying different stuff because the conventional ways of getting past this guy were not working. Eventually, He went on his ultra attacking, which forced me to go on my ultra defensive, and we just kind of held the game towards the end there. Just some smart play to really sort of like see the game out and get our 13th win. And then this is when I started coming up against like some mega squads, and I started quitting at 1-0. There's 5 games in a row here, which I come up against a crazy squad. You're not going to see me quit. I'll just show you the 5 teams that we came up against. So the last one was Hullet, I think Eusebio, and Team of the Year, Frankie. We've then got Eusebio in this squad right here. Next team we come up against is, I mean that's on level with our team, I would assume. But hey, he got the first goal. He also had about 70% possession, so I quit on him at 1-0 as well, just to move on, just to try and keep my head and not get too stressed about it. This was the craziest team I came up against this weekend. Look at that for a team. That is millions and millions and millions of coins worth of players right there. And then, so 2 games in a row, we come up against 99 Team of the Year Ronaldo. Mental. And yeah, obviously I quit against him as well. And then the very next game we come up against this, and this is actually going to be a game that we play out. So we're going to win this game essentially. But he had some crazy players, including a couple of Team of the Years as well. So I'm really torn, you know, because I swear it got confirmed somewhere on Twitter or whatever that if you rage quit, it does still count as a loss, and it still will affect your form and stuff, which is why I'm now happy to rage quit, because I'm hoping that it just drops me down in form so that I can find an easy opponent along the way. Because there was that like theory that if you rage quit, it doesn't do that, and you're still playing at whatever form you were at, which means you're going to constantly keep getting those tough teams. And it does almost seem to be the case, but I swear it got confirmed that it still counts as a loss. You're still going to lose your form. So maybe we just got unlucky here. I don't know. But yeah, I ended up just basically throwing and giving five losses away, or 5 victories away to my opponents, 1-0 each, which is going to obviously drastically affect my overall weekend league result, but it doesn't matter because we're just going to 14 wins anyway. It did, however, it kind of ruined George Best's record towards the end, just because we were losing 1-0 and quitting. So his last like 4 or 5 matches were a little bit of a, yeah, they were kind of chalked. Like he couldn't do anything with it because we just quit and nobody contributed to goals in those games. In terms of like contributions and goal scorers and stuff, I think in the 20 odd games we played, or in George Best's 20 games, 4 or 5 of which were rage quits at 1-0 for me, he ended up getting like 10 goals, 9 assists, I think, or 10 goals, 10 assists. So I think he got like his full-on 20-20, so 20 contributions in 20 games, even though some of them we quit on. So like it was a really great performance from him. And then obviously once we brought Overmars back into the side, he actually did quite well in a couple of games that he played. And Neymar then obviously went back up front, and that allowed him to score goals again. So I think Neymar and CR7 at the end of this weekend league both came away with the top goal scorer amount. I can't remember if it was 14 goals each, or I think it was 14 goals each. It was a low scoring week in general for me, but we had 3 players doing the work. So Neymar, CR7 and George Best all got a lot of goals and a lot of assists each. So it just leveled it out, and it was a lower scoring weekend for myself. But yeah, in terms of assists and overall contributions, I think Cristiano Ronaldo edged it by one extra assist. They both got the top goal scorer award. They both scored the same amount of goals at 14, but CR7 got 1 extra assist. And I mean, he was obviously playing full-on striker the whole time. Best and Neymar were switching between cam and striker, so even those two have done brilliantly together to get loads of assists. So yeah, we come away in the end of it as like 14-9, when I was like, I don't know, I had a good record at one point. Like, it should nowhere near have been what it was, but it literally didn't matter. I didn't care. I just wanted to get all my games done on the Saturday night so that I could have Sunday to be a little bit more relaxed and edit this video and film it for you. So what we're going to do, because we are Obviously, we're now coming to the point where we've had this team for 2 weeks. I've used Ronaldo for 2 weekend leagues in a row. I'm going to list him up on the market. We bought him at 520. I saw an opportunity to sell him on Saturday night for 575. Normally, the players on Sunday then really come down into Monday after the end of the weekend league. So I thought if we're going to profit on CR7, we're going to have to do it now. Selling someone for 575 is like 28k's worth of tax. Or let's just say 30k's worth of tax. So actually, we made 15 to 20k profit after tax on this CR7. I think that's the correct maths, which is unheard of, really. For a player over half a million, you don't normally make profit. So, yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to miss him. I don't know if we're going to be able to replace him with anyone as good as he is, because he has been fantastic. But it's more of a case of let's try someone new or let's try someone different. Maybe it's a player we've used before. I don't know. And keep our coins. So we had 100 and something thousand coins anyway. We're quite close, and we could get over 700,000 coins. We'll definitely be over 700,000 coins come rewards time. So we might be able to push our way up towards 800,000 or something. And at that point, there are some icons which are quite interesting that we might be able to just about tempt into our road to glory. Or hopefully there's a promo, which of course then leads to me maybe getting a promo player for our team. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. It might be a slower few days, like I said, so bear with me. I'll still try and upload every single day for you, but I'm not sure what we'll really be doing. But, yeah, stick with me. We'll find a new player to buy. So we've sold Ronaldo for now. He's gone. He's done. If he does absolutely plummet in price and we can't find anyone better, then maybe we'll just buy him back, knowing that we've already profited on him anyway. But, yeah, guys, do me a favour and hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Come follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are down below. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean, be there for one another in these really, really strange times. I hope you're all doing all right. I'm doing good. For anyone wondering out there, I'm all good. I'm still going to obviously continue to try and provide you guys with 20 minutes of light relief from whatever's going on in the world right now. So hopefully it just takes your mind off stuff for a little bit. Catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.